So you guys were I'm hearing a lot of you guys wanted a theme song shortened, so here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Sometimes she plays them. So does that, and when she does it with the cat, does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. So, it's shorter. There you go. Crazycatlady or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair use, educational, for and entertainment purpose.
Hi everyone, Martha here. So today we're talking about the Mark of Athena. And because I finally finished it. It took me a whole entire week to listen to it. Because I'm doing it while I'm editing and while I'm doing housework. So yeah. So it takes a while to listen to it. And it's a pretty big book to listen to, because I usually listen to ones that are not that long. Like this one has, how many pages does it have that I have to listen to? Because I have the book here, just in case I ever want to actually go to it and follow along. $574 pages, not counting the pages that tells you what each character is that's in here. So yeah. So what is this one about? It's about finally we get our 7 heroes together. Leo, Frank, Piper, Jason, Percy, Annabeth, and Hazel. All 7 of them together, and they also, I count Nico as one because what Nico had to do in the last book too, and ends up getting kidnapped for it. So I count 8 heroes here. So what do they have to do in this book? Well, they had to do a lot of stuff. They face a lot of monsters in here and a lot of demigods and stuff like that, because they face both Heracles. Do you want to because they go and talk to one of Heracles' friends and stuff like that, and like saying like how good he is, and after some of them were stayed there behind, and Piper finds out that he's not as good as a hero, stuff like that, because he thinks he's strong, but she still likes Jason more. So, and we also deal with one of Medusa's kids, not Pegasus, the other one, the one that's a pig, and Percy had to fight that one. We also fight Leo Bestis, Narcissist, the guy who looks down the mirror and basically kills himself from looking in the mirror for too long and hits a rock by trying to reach the reflection. He's doing the same thing here with when he's brought back to life, and a bunch of imps are still fawning over him, and Leo bested him by trying to get something from him in order to their quest. And it's saying that I'm good too, basically distracted him and making him angry, and making him basically jealous, and make him stop looking at himself so he doesn't kill himself again. So yeah. And who else do we fight here? We fight Otis and another one of the giants, who because apparently Gaia wants to use 2 of the demigods here, or half-bloods, to take their body, they possess another body and be them, and then take over the world, of course. And then, so they have some demons ready to take them down to them and stuff like that, and ready to possess them. So, but Piper uses her powers to like tell them no, you cannot take them because she's the son of Aphrodite. She's the daughter of Aphrodite, and so yeah, and and Annabeth has to go and find a statue of her mom that I guess has been no longer, nobody knows where it is, and it's guarded by the mother of all spiders, and being the daughter of the one that made Mother of all spiders who she was, is afraid of spiders, which makes sense. It would make sense for them to be afraid of them since they made their mom made the mother of spiders, and she has to face this mother of spiders with a broken ankle. Because she has to go down there and find the statue. She finds the statue, the spider's right there. And so she has to outsmart it since she's not able to fight it. So she tells her to fix the statue because the statue's broken. And it's only being held up by the mother of spider's webs. And so she tells her like the silk and put together, but why she goes in there to see if it's still good, she gets herself trapped inside. And to repay poor Annabeth, she makes Annabeth and Percy fall down to type the levels of Hades because Tartarus, the way that Nico got captured by the giants, and he was being like put into a jar and like suffocating him, and every time in order to survive, he just takes a bead that makes him like live for another day and stuff like that. And he's like very weak, and the reason why he only probably survived because he is the son of Hades and stuff like that. And so he has to go. So once they all find him and save him, he explains to them like how almost he went mad trying to close the door to death because of all the ghosts that got let out of Tartarus and every other level of Hades in the last two books. And he has to go and close the door. But it's a lot like... So he explains to them that he has to have somebody close the door from inside and close the door and help on the outside of it, on the House of Hades. That's why the next book is called the House of Hades. So yeah, and since we don't know what happens to Percy and Annabeth, if they're both dead or not. So, and both Hazel and Nico are both saying they're fine because they're the children of Pluto and Hades. Since this book has a lot to do with all of them bringing up like all the Roman part versus their Greek part, because we meet Dionysus or Bacchus, and how similar they are. And the fact that Percy ends up asking for help to kill these two giants from him, it made me kind of laugh. Out of all the gods you go to, Percy, you ask for him, the god of wine. And no wonder he had to be entertained for it. Because he's the god of parties, also, basically. So he has parties all the time, basically. And with Pan all the time. And so, of course, he would want to be entertained. Before he decides if he's going to help you. So, yeah. And, yeah. What do you expect that was going to happen? You're asking his help. And then he leaves. And he doesn't bother to help them get Annabeth back. And Annabeth now they're both trapped down there. So yeah. And let me see, what else do I need to talk about? So also poor Leo gets blamed for Leo gets to like mess around with Archimedes' stuff, which is cool for him, but he also gets blamed for attacking the Romans' camp, and because he is possessed at the time, and to start a war between them, and the one of the heroes there gets one of the demigods gets mad at him and stuff like that. And so that's how the book ends. And I can't wait to read when I get to, because the next one I have to listen to Tiger Rock first, but I cannot wait to listen to House of Hades next. After this book. But first we're going to do Tiger Rock. Then I'll do or maybe I'll, because I have a whole bunch of books here. So I got this Harry Potter. I got the Kingdom Hearts book, 308 days and a half, or whatever how you say it. And we got I also got the Bell of Songbirds and Snakes for the movie, and I also got Castle in the Air, but it's also Castle in the Sky for that movie. So I have not decided yet, but the one I already have bought, I already gonna do is Tiger Rock. So what do I think about this book, House of Hades? I like Mark of Athena. It was good. I do like still learning about all these Greek stories that I already know, Roman stories, because they do also. They also did mention the wolf children's Remus and Remus in here. Obviously Remus in here, because I think they met like the mom or something like that in here of those two. Their actual mom or something. So yeah, I give this one like a 8 out of 10. I really wish they would, because sometimes these characters are, sometimes they're almost the same, because there's too much, there's a lot of romance in this one, and you almost feel sorry for, you kind of like Hazel and oh yeah, because you find out that Leo is the great grandson of Hazel's old flame, Sammy's, because we have a flashback to of her being teased, and Sammy is saving her. Then we see Sammy like feeling sorry that he let his old girlfriend go, and blames himself for it. But and he finds out that he's related to him. Leo does, and that's why there's a little of triangle love story going on here a little bit in it here between Frank and Leo and Hazel. But we know that she's going to choose Frank. The only reason why she was even looking at Leo, because she's noticed that he looks like Sammy. So yeah. So that's basically it. I'll see you guys later. Like, share, and subscribe, and bye-bye. I forgot to read the last page to you guys. Hold on. Okay. He helped opening a fortune cookie. He got a quote for space first and saved Rick and Hazel, but the sacrifice has been Percy and Annabeth. Leo was sure of it. It's my fault, he said miserably. All started him. Only Hazel seemed to be understand. She had been with him in the great salt water. No, she insisted. No, this is Gaia's fault. There's nothing to do with you. Leo wanted to believe that, but he couldn't. They started to his voyage with Leo's mishap firing on the new Rome. They end up in an old Rome, and Leo breaking a cookie, paying a piece of much of the rest of their eyes. Leo, listen to me. Hazel gripped him. I won't allow you to take the blame. I can't bear after all, Sammy. She croaked up, and then Leo knew what she meant. She is, his Blano. He blamed himself for Hazel's disappearance. Sammy had lived a good life, and what he's gone in his grave, leaving that he's spent her cursed diamond and doomed the girl's love. Leo didn't want to make Hazel miserable over again, but this was different. The sexual sacrifice, and they chose to break the cookie, and then Percy and Annabeth fell into Tartarus. That couldn't be quartered into Nico Delangelo's suffering over, leaned over the black sword and Leo, they're not dead. If they were, I would feel it. Can you be sure? Leo asks. That pit is really, well, you know, how could you make sense of it so far? Nico and Hazel shared a look. Maybe it was companion notes on their father, Hades last Pluto. Okay, so go back over here. I'll read this part right here instead. And pretty get Annabeth back safely. Maybe Leo didn't like the way Nico said that. He wasn't sharing doubts. Besides, Leo knew something about locking the door of death. Needed to be sealed on both sides, and you couldn't unless someone stayed in the underground trapped in Nico deep. You know how I managed to get it? But Percy and Annabeth will find a way. Their journey through Tartarus will find the door to death, and they will do, and they'll have you ready. It won't be easy, Hazel said. Gaia will throw everything she can to keep us from reaching Parthabon. What else is new? Jason sighed. Piper nodded. We got no choice. We have to seal the door to death, or we can stop the giants from reaching Gaia. Otherwise, her army will never die, and we'll got to hurry. The Roman in New York. And soon we'll march onto the camp of Half-Blood. We got it 1 month at best. Jason said. Our Parliament said Gaia would rise exactly 1 month. Leo straightened. We can do it! Everyone stared at him. Archimedes' spear has upgraded the ship, and she said, hoping, right? I'm going to study this spear of squirrels that we got, and all kind of new weapons I can make. We're going to hit Gaia's army with a whole new marker of hurt. The powder of the ship and Festus breaks his jaw and throw fire of the mind. Jason managed to smile. He clapped Leo on his shoulder. Sounds like a plan. Admiral, you want to set a course? He kicked him and called off Archimedes, and who once Lilo accepted the title, and then whipped him onto the far be stopped. They would find a house of Hades. They would take door to death and be and the god of and Lilo grabs some arms and snap into Percy and Annabeth out of Tartarus, and they would do. Nessus would want him to wreak revenge on Gaia. Leo would be happy to oblige. He wants to make Gaia sorry that she messed with Leo Vestas. Yeah, he took one last look at the city of Scaps of Rome and turned blind sight. Hephaestus, rise the sails. We got some friends to save. Hopefully I said that name right. the satyr in here. So, there you go. Sorry I did not read that. Bye!